I am trying to answer the or answer a question on the Technician application, which is why am I the theme or the team that is qualified to solve the issue? Now, this is nasty because I'm taking a shit. Excuse me. I was trying to type it, but it wasn't resonating, or I wasn't fluent at it. I think my storytelling skills are better when I say it. When I was 10 years old, I was playing with my friend, and I'm not sure if it is, to be honest, I'm not sure if it was 9, 10, or 11, but I think it was 10 because we moved to our new house at 11, and I was going to primary 6 when it happened. Or I was going to primary 6. I was going to primary 6 when we moved. Then I was in primary 6 when we finally moved. Then was I in primary 3? I can't remember. So it's between primary 3, primary 4, primary 6. There was no primary 5 because I got a double promotion. So it was primary 3, primary 4, or primary 6. Now, so I was either 9, 10, or 11. But I would go for 10. I think it was 10. But 11, it can't be 11 because 11, I'm August 22nd. August 22nd, a new term starts by September. And I was already, we moved there, we moved to our house by March. So I was 10 or 9. Like, to be very honest, I was either 9 or 10, not even 11. So now you have to realize that this is an old building, and also this occurrence happens all the time. Maybe not all the time, but it happens. I don't know the frequency, but it happens. Anyways, and I made a video about it on YouTube when I went to where I grew up for some reason. I don't know why I did. I just went there when I was in Nigeria, and guess the person I met. Like, I went to the house, and then when I was in front of the house, literally Usman just came out. Like, it was like a form of psychic connection, which is crazy because I was telling Shala yesterday that sometimes I feel like I have a psychic connection with him because we've not spoken in a minute, and I've not been able to feed off his psychic energies. Wait. Anyways, I went to their house, and Usman just came out from his own house. And then, first thing I did was, Joe, show me Usman, don't believe. And then he looked at me, he was like, Sukomi. I was like, bro, what the fuck? He used to be he is my childhood friend. Or he was my childhood friend. It's crazy just moving on from people. He was my childhood friend, and I'm hearing voices a lot like now. Like, when I was doing the application, one of them said, move us, when I was about to use ChatGPT, which I just needed it for a draft, but then one said, meaning I was doing it so well. Then I now went to the ChatGPT. All of them now kept quiet. Then later, bro, what am I doing right now? Then later, what am I doing right now? Because I feel like I'm meant to be focused on this one. I'm focused on it because I can't write it properly because the memory is foggy in a way. But also in a way to write it in the right pattern, but I still remember it to an extent because it was an emotional day. I think my father even cried. Okay. So one of the voices said I should move them, like move us. So I'm not trying to move you. I'm not trying to not move you like that. This is just the story, which is so. Now Usman comes to my house to play, and we were playing. Oh, and the Usman part. It was nice seeing him again. I feel so sad for him, and now I don't want to say that part because it is his personal affairs, and I'm not sure if he said it on camera, so I'm not snitching on my friend. Anyways, I think I'm like 3 years older than Usman, so Usman is like, I guess I was 10, Usman was 7. So Usman is 25 now. So that's 25 minus. Usman was 7 then. Wait, oh my days. This is 2026. I was 7 there. So 6 minus 7 is. What am I doing? This is the wrong calculation now. Usman was. I was 10. I think I was 9 when it happened. Excuse me. I think I was 9 when it happened. And Usman was 6. So I don't know what calculation I was about to do. Maybe they distracted me, or my math is terrible. My math is not that terrible. 2020. I don't know why I'm doing calculation. If I remember, I'm not trying anything. It's just like I want to get to the story, and I'm slowing down. So Usman and I were in the front of the house. We were playing. Rain just finished falling, so the paint were on the floor. So the paints were on the floor, and she came. Okay, let me try and see if I can figure it out. Usman is currently 25, I'm 28, so I'm 3 years older than Usman. Then I think it was in 2009. Yes, we moved in 2009. Because Usman is 26 this year, She was not born in 2000. Was born in 2001. Meaning, Jesus, this is my math is not matching. So we moved in 2010. So I guess we moved in 2010. I was born in 1998. So 10 plus 2, that's 12. Oh, this is exhausting. I don't think that is it, but my mother is not online. I'll correct it later. What is 2012? I think not possible, but okay. Then I was 11. I can't be 11 2012. I'll be 13 2012. Actually, 2012, I'll be 14. Yeah, I'll be 14. This math is not matching. Anyways, Usman and I were playing in front of the house, and one lady came back. She saw the painting on the floor. Then she was like, why did we peel? Or maybe she said, we'll peel the painting. I'm not sure. This is over 20 years. I think I'm 27. So it's like close to 20 years. Because it either happened between the age of maybe 9 to 11 or 8 to 11. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. This is a long time, because I don't even think just immediately we moved out. Just after that happened, that things got weird with landlady, and then she was always bullying my dad, I think, because you can only know what they let you know, and I don't paint my dad like a superhero, because I'm just going to be as honest as I can. Basically, the paint fell down, and it wasn't us. When rain falls, the painting falls on the ground, because the building is old and the painting is weak. So then she was like, it's either she said, who made the painting fall on the floor, or why did we play so rough that we made the painting fall on the floor? Then we said we didn't. Then she was just shouting, screaming, insulting us. Can't remember as a child. Then I think she was not, and it's like a slum. There's no fence, so if someone is shouting in one house, everybody like in that row will be hearing what the person is saying. So I don't know. I think I told my mom when my mom got back from work, because my mom is a teacher, and I think she was teaching in Sele or Boys High School. I'm not so sure. I think it was Sele. I'm slowing down, but this is not about slowing down. This is about something that happened like 20 years ago. I don't think it is possible to remember, even if somebody slows down. Now, I think I told my mom when she got back, or no, someone didn't tell my mom. I told my mom when she got back, or she was at home and she heard. I think I was the one that told her, because growing up, I told my mother every single thing is life, 100%, 100, yapping, snitching. So, and then when she was now insulted me, when she was insulting me, that was the landlady, she said it's in Yoruba that Baba Eko Ile Akopati, which means your father built an uncompleted building. I don't know how she knows, but I was just yapping to my mother, and then my mother yapped to my father, and I think I heard, or I was told, that my father cried, or my father told me himself that he cried. Can't remember. Probably will not use this story to win any award, would I? Because I will only be faking. Well, when I was trying to write it there, and someone said, "Move us," I think I felt a bit sad and emotional. But right now, they couldn't care less. So yeah, told my mom told my dad. Then my dad was sad. But I won't say he worked any harder because man wakes up, goes out before 7 a.m. and comes back 9 a.m. So it was still the same routine. So, anyways, the voice is telling me that Oman Jew, but I don't know how to be an actor. I don't know how to be an actor. I don't know how to be like, and then my dad came. Like, oh my god, fuck that shit, bro. Maybe I play too much. Or maybe I'm just masquerading my sadness. Who knows? But it's not sadness because that's how life is, bro. Everyone has a story where they started from somewhere. So yes, I came from the slum. Like it was a terrible house, terrible neighborhood. But people were very nice actually. So yeah, they're very nice. Literally. Then I was that someone wanted to enter and the sign blew out that person to not distract me. That's crazy. Anyways, after a while, one day my dad just took my sister, my mom, and I to one jungle. Told us that this is going to be our house. That the landlady has kicked us out. And then he has like 3 or 4 months that we start praying. That literally took us to the building. You know? That we should do magic. I think I'm a kid, bro. But like a very religious kid. Because one time I was praying for Holy Spirit as a child. Maybe what the fuck does that? Weirdo. So prayed. Then I think Nick actually borrowed a shitload of money. Like, cause I remember there was one time he needed my mom to borrow some loan for him so I could pay back some loan. And then he had to sell the land that was next to to our house. I said his house. I mean, this is my father's house. So he sold the house next to his house. He sold the land next to his house or to our house. This is his house. Then also the land behind our house again. Because we were just paying back the loans we borrowed. We were just paying back, bro. Felt bad for the man, to be honest. I'm going to just try and write this story to the best of my abilities. Not as much as I'm trying to win. And I should do everything to win. Oh my god, is this pride? I just don't know how to grovel at anyone's feet or kiss people's ass because it's fake. If I'm like, oh my god, and then, because no, that's not it. Maybe if my father was saying this story, he would be crying. But I wouldn't cry. It's not worthy of my tears. Like I see. Yesterday, Shola was telling me how if someone falls off at some time, they might not bounce back. I never see myself as a person that's falling off. And it's not delusional, the self belief. I just see life as life. Everything is a story to tell, and there's beauty in everything. I was going to say ups and downs, but is it ups and downs? Maybe ups and downs, but if I want to be honest, it's not ups and it's not down. It's just the beauty in the story of life that makes life worth living, and it gives its colors and beauty. The only time it becomes bad is when whatever happens to you just hits you and it doesn't paint a beautiful picture after. It just strips you of your own colors. But until it strips you of your colors, I see it as a painting that is on the canvas that is still being painted. So it's just giving it more curves and depth to it. That is what I think. And that is what I feel. And that is what my reality usually is, or is always. So coming from the slum, I wouldn't come and start saying, my God, and we came from the slum, and then there was never always electricity, and then there was always well water. But then it was like the man's well was cursed because sometimes the water in the well usually stink. So you have to go and fetch water in the next house. But then when I went back, I still saw Usman living that same reality. That was my reality from like, let's say, I do think we moved away from that place at 11, because I think I entered BIC at 11. That's why I think 11. So I'm thinking the event happened either 9 years or 10 years or 11 years. One of them. So that's reality. Is what my closest friend as a child is living after 16 years later. It was 16 years for me. For him, like 14 years. That is his own reality. That's because I can't also blame his father, because that was his own father's house. I think his father inherited it from his father's father. And he never went to school. He went to a cleric school as an alpha. But I was lucky that my own parents were. And this is why it's not flowing, it's just storytelling, which is when I was in roundabouts, when I was interviewing people, this is a common saying, but it was more real when the man said it. It's not more real, but it's just like, because the man said his own parents don't go to school, and his parents don't send him to school. Or I think his parents sent him to a little bit of school. I'll check the video, but then he is sending his own children to school. So he said that his parents gave him more than they have, and he's giving his own children more than he has, which is what my father did for me and my sister. They didn't even know his father, because he talks about it a lot, and that's one of the things. Anytime, because he's an elder in church, anytime he's giving testimony and he talks about his father, he's always crying because he never knew his father. And he's always happy how God still raised him as a fatherless child. But I tell him, the other day when I was pissed at him and I was shouting at him because he pissed me off, which is crazy because I shout at my father, not a lot, but when we are fighting, I shout at him. Which is crazy because I'm a Nigerian kid. My father is going to slap and beat the shit out of me, not my family is weird, bro. Anyways, I was shouting at him that day. No, that was another. No, okay, that one was in the car shouting. That was not even shouting. This one was in the house when that day. I can't even get to the story of that day. But I got home that day and I was pissed about something. Then I was shouting at him. Then yeah, let me try to remember because I've hid some details that is not meant for the world. So yeah, I told him that. I didn't actually tell him that for a person that doesn't have a father, because that would be so crazy. But I told him that he was an amazing father, which is true, because a man that doesn't have a father figure, I think he tries his best. And so he gave me what he didn't have, and now it's my duty and my mission to give my children what they don't have, or what I don't have. My music said yo, but for me, yo baje. Literally, I could have heard like a voice was next to me. So I'm going to use this story. And it's not like I'm using it for manipulation or for emotions. I'll just use it because That's not even just going to be the story. I'm just going to tell my full story because it's my story to tell. But damned if anyone thinks I'm trying to make them emotional or not. And I know this is issue pride issue. You should go for gold. You should go to win. But I'd rather lose if I have to sell my soul, bro. Because I've once sold my soul and I have a conscience. Like I'm actually proud of myself that I have a conscience. So that's good. But like, so I have a conscience, and because I have a conscience, I won't do anything that would impede on my conscience. And this story is not conscious or not conscious, like it's just me telling my fucking story. So if it moves anyone, good. And if it doesn't move anyone, kiss my ass. But it's relax. So I just said, OFFC. Are they demons? Are they humans? Only God knows at this point. I think they are humans though. Only you. That was a child though. I'm scratching my dick because some girls are listening. Or maybe OFFC is the FC to the story. So that's the end of the story. But yeah, I do remember my dad giving the testimony in church and I was crying about it. I still remember how we just, I mean, we already knew we were moving out, but we just woke up one day and just told the landlady, and she was so shocked because it was very spontaneous. I don't start like I'm not lying, relax. I'm gonna write the bloody story, bro. Well, I know I'm going to win for a fact, so I'm not even tripping. Like, I should not. But the thing is, I didn't know. I just feel like I've been here before. So, and this is not even me speaking positivity. I just know. Like, even the music, like the way the music came in, like the music just came. That's why I said things just come. Like it's like we're all living in a story that has been written. Can't really control the things that come on us. Or maybe that's the black man in me talking. Because apparently black people don't like to plan things. And they wait for the universe to send them help. Oh. I need to finish this shit ASAP. I need to go to the gym.